We cannot vote Tinubu. We can't vote hungry. We can't. How many votes do you bring from Iboy?
Now, these were formidable contenders, contending with the sitting president. I know how tough it was.
The presidential election, and we will not allow anybody to jeopardize the chances of our president.
A national chairman, your committee, the entire members of the electoral process.
Tinubu versus Bodejo, what has it got to do with the price of milk?
And I'm asking Nigerians to be very, very careful, because this is the same thing that APC did in 2019. They came to tell us that Buhari won his presidential primary with about 14 million votes.
I see a minister of works went to Sokoto. He's telling Sokoto that the job will start from Badagry to Sokoto 2027. You did it before you do it. We can't do it.
The election has come and gone, and then we have a winner and a loser.
I share the pain with you. I know what it is to reform this economy.
People are calling his name and abusing him, although I don't encourage that.
Because of the primaries?
Or because of course, yes. Of course, yes.
If you have lost weight, I think I've lost some too.
If care is not taken, and I know that's where they are going to, all this is being done, I know the reason.
We don't have a loser in APC.
You are the loser. You lost.
We don't consider ourselves
You lost
loser.
to the president.
Losers,
but you have the guts to contest against him anyway, so that's a plus for you.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Plan B TV News Gist and Blog. APC just recently conducted their primary and they said, according to them, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu won by at least, they say, even 100 million. Because everybody saw the way they were counting it: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 million, 3 million, 5 million. One person can be 20 million. Anyway, I want you guys to watch this particular, I don't even know why I'm laughing. I want you guys to watch this particular video of this guy that contested against Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Jagaban. I want you guys to watch this video. We'll be right back.
I think the election has come and gone, and then we have a winner
and a loser.
And we don't have a loser in APC.
You are the loser. You lost.
We don't consider ourselves
you lost
loser.
to the president.
Losers,
but you have the guts to contest against him anyway, so that's a plus for you.
Yep. You're right. The motivating factor is to see that we do work hard at what we're doing to ensure that Nigeria gets better. And then we continue to dispatch Nigeria on the dividends of democracy. And more importantly, also to deepen democracy within our party. You know? So a lot of things that we intend to do are coming to place. And the party is happy about what's happening right now.
Okay, well, I'm sure some people out there are wondering, knowing the president's antecedent in politics, you know, why? Okay, let me put it this way. What gave you the, I don't know whether to use the word muscle or the guts to challenge someone of his caliber? Did you think that you will ever defeat him? Or is it that you wanted to be, you know, most times you get people contesting for this post, so afterwards they would say, one-time presidential candidate or one-time senatorial contestant. What was behind?
You know, this is not my first time, so it's not a case of looking for one-time presidential candidate or senatorial. I've done it before. And then this time around, I came out for the same position. You know, in everything, party is supreme. And then loyalty to the party is very, very important. So whatever we have done so far is done within the party. It's an internal process. It's not an external process.
How come? It's surprising that I think in Abia or Imo State, you scored 1,007 votes. In fact, somebody even said, are you sure he's not from Southeast? 1,007 votes. But in your own local government, your own home, Uluku, I'm correct, right? You scored just 1 vote. And you were not even present. How come?
In my word, I would just say that there were a lot of intrigues though, you know, but within the party, we looked at it and I think we are good.
It seems that nobody likes you in your ward or something, or just one person liked you in your ward. Maybe you're not impacted them so much that they could vote for you. Instead, they voted for the president.
I wouldn't say so. I think for every action, there are reasons why people take their actions.
I don't know if the APC thinks that Nigerians are dumb, though a vast majority of Nigerians are really dumb. They are really dumb daft. Because the people they are using to play all this numeric and nomenclature styles of counting votes of this nonsense. They are Nigerians. They are not foreigners. But the question I was expecting this journalist to ask the guy is that, okay, how did you get the 100 million? What do you do for a living? You paid 100 million to contest against Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but he didn't ask him that question. I want you guys to watch this video. We'll be right back.
This thing has taken our party to the lowest ebb. And if we are not mindful, in some places they fence the voters out and did the voting only by the local government staff. Okay? And wrote to conclude everything within the local government, 4 walls of the local government, and fence the voters out. These are the same voters that we are going to meet to come and vote during the general election. So what have you now cooked for our party?
You think this could have a negative impact on APC's
it is already having negative impact.
In what way?
In the sense that, honestly, I have not seen in the past where people come out openly and criticize Governor Dikorada. Now people are doing it freely. People are calling his name and abusing him, although I don't encourage that.
Because of the primaries?
Or because of course, yes. Of course, yes. I don't encourage that. I've told people not to do that. Our governor is our governor. Our governor is the father of the city. He is the father of all of us. He might be younger than us, but he still remains our own father. So we must accord him that respect. But for God's sake, he should also hold himself in high esteem. He should respect himself. This kind of an election to be attributed to a person, I believe it's a shame. And again, let me tell you, if care is not taken, and I know that's where they are going to, all this is being done, I know the reason. It is going to boomerang on our party, on our party's electoral chances in future elections, especially the governorship elections, and to a large extent, the presidential election. And we will not allow anybody to jeopardize the chances of our president.
The fact is that nobody can contest against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So they just have to, you come, just contest. Don't worry, we will tell them, say you buy the form 100 million, but actually the buyer did not buy anything. So it's just like, you get 1,000 votes, okay? For your community, you get 1 vote, okay? Nobody, me just go. So if you believe that this guy really bought the form 100 million to contest against Bola Ahmed Tinubu, please pause this video and comment. If you believe that it's just one of the APC manipulation, thinking that Nigerians are stupid and gullible, so also comment. So whatever you believe on, comment. Now, let's go to the next chapter of the video. How many of you guys have watched the particular video where David Umahi, the Minister of Work, is threatening everybody from Southeast that if you do not vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu from South-South, from Southeast, that they will ensure that you will never get your state, particularly where Bola Ahmed Tinubu lose, will never, ever get presidential revenue or presidential projects. No road. He will ensure that there's no road.
Please, with due respect, Mr. Umahi can support Tinubu any way he wants to support. But I think it's a stretch on the over 3 million people that died, the children that were kwashiorkored, the people that were pained, the 10,000 people that were dying of famine on a daily basis, to now say President Tinubu is the Biafra they are looking for.
No, he says he's the Messiah of Biafra.
He's the Messiah of Biafra, whatever I say.
Inclusion, development,
no, Dr.
progress,
Dr.
development.
He should have just kept Biafra out of it. He can hype Tinubu all he wants. But Biafra is a sore point for Igbo people. I have friends that were child soldiers during the war. Please, let's not go there. It's a sorry part. A lot of them are still angry with General Gowon and what he wrote in the book. And the book he recently released.
Most of those people have not read the book.
No, they have read the book.
Where did they get a copy?
No, they have read the book. And a lot of them are still feeling very hard done. And these are witnesses to history. It didn't happen behind them. I'm saying child soldiers. People that went through the pain. And
like
I think
it
is very sad. No, I'm not talking about Sonny Oroche. So you don't even know
a child soldier.
No, so you don't even know who I was talking about. So that was somebody else. It's not even Sonny Oroche. So I think it is very despicable and sad for us just to mitigate the plight of Biafra and what happened there. And you see, Hoji, we have never taken our time to review what happened in Biafra. Atonement for Biafra is just more than no victor, no vanquish. It is deeper than that. Atonement is not in political rhetorics and political positions here and there. No. Just after the war, we had the top political parties ceding their vice presidential position to somebody from the southeast. We all know how Alex Ekweme, prominent architect, became the vice president of Nigeria. But that's not atonement. Atonement is a full sense of belonging. And that's why a lot of people are agitating and say, an Igbo presidency might just be a step in the way. So it's a deeper conversation, and let's not mitigate it on the bounds of politics. You can hype Tinubu, you can say he's your God Almighty, you can lick his foot, you can do anything, but when you start to mention Biafra in that way, it loses me, please.
All right, well, the reactions are mixed. Like Dr. Abati said, there are so many meanings to it. It could mean inclusion, it could mean...
contemporary context.
Right, the reactions are mixed at this moment. Well, now let's take another story. A police officer who was shot 5 times while fighting terrorists is begging Nigerians and the Inspector General of Police for help. Superintendent Musa Mohammed Adamu says he's dying in silence after being abandoned by the Nigeria Police Force despite his worsening medical condition.
While he was threatening Nigerians, Garu Gololo have to respond to him and say that, Baba, if you threaten everybody, you threaten whoever you want to threaten. But as for him and every other reasonable Nigerian, nobody is voting Bola Ahmed Tinubu because Bola Ahmed Tinubu have destroyed this country more than ever. And I want you guys to watch the video. We'll be right back.
I see a Minister of Works went to Sokoto. He's telling Sokoto that the job will start from Badagry to Sokoto 2027. You did it before you do it. We can't do it. We cannot vote Tinubu. We can't vote hungry. We can't. How many votes do you bring from Iboy as a governor Omahi? Your Excellency, how many votes do you bring from Iboy during the campaign? How many votes? If it's for your vote from the East as well, Tinubu will not become a president. We vote Tinubu from the North. So you can't tell us what. We know what to do to remove him 2027. Serious. You can't command anybody in Sokoto. Who are you? Because they give you contract of 15 trillion. You say Sokoto? Who are the contractor of that company? What is the name of the company from Badagry to Sokoto Road? And why do they start? Where do they put their bulldozer? You are telling people story. Lie. You are a liar. And God will ask you that in what you are telling people. It is no good. And now you revoke contract to Kaduna for the road. Where are the contractor? Which contractor do they give the road? From Okonga to Jos, problem. From Jos to Bauchi, Gombe, all. Have to both out to Maiduguri, no problem. Where do they do the road? From below here, if you are going to Kalba, problem. From here, if you are going to no road you commission as a minister. Before when you come, you are visiting the whole site, putting steel helmet, waiting whether I will do this. So this we just want to campaign. Why don't you go campaign for Sokoto? We cannot vote Tinubu for 2027 from the north. We cannot. It's right there we die. We cannot vote hungry. Softness and the only appointment where it is appointing Yorubas from Lagos, not from Ogun, not from Ondo. Then we go voting for what? This person who is taking one side. Okay, why they not arrest Sunday Abo? He wants a protest in London. Tinubu doesn't make the arresting. But they are sending security to arrest Bello Bodejo, arrest Kanu. People who are standing for their people, they want to arrest them because this one is a Fulani, this one is an Igbo man. The Sunday Ago is patrolling, even is making a party yesterday. He threw a party in Ibadan. He was not arrested. Somebody is preaching for Adudua. Then you want us to vote again. Then when we vote for 2027, what will come out? Then what we are afraid, and then this person, the same person want to change vehicle every year. The president every year will change vehicle. Food alone for presidency is 49.6 trillion for food, billion for food alone for president. Then he want to change vehicle every year. Do you come to change a vehicle, or you come for function, or you come to work for Nigeria? Mr. President, I campaign with you. You know me, I know you. You say we should give you Nigeria. There's a new hope. Which where is the new hope? All you tell us is not true. And you say you suspend all your activities in Lagos. Okay, you suspend the activities because people die on the food. What do you send the food for them to celebrate the Christmas? You have no activities there in Lagos. You just go there to rest. Which activities? It's just a pity, Your Excellency. You don't have any activities there. You go there to rest. And people die for hunger because they want to get the food. Do you send the food for those people so that a brother can go for Christmas? No. You say suspend the activities. That cannot solve the solution. We expect you to send like 100 or 300 trailers to that area so that people can go for Christmas everywhere. in Nigeria because of this shameful something that happened, which the world have seen it, because it has seen it is under Vera already. This is the first time that Nigerian, the giant of Africa, people will die for food inside crowd. Because of food, you will just die. It's a shame. Not war, not anything. Then you are talking about voting. No security in Sokoto, no security in Zamfara, no security in Kaduna. Then people are dying. They cannot follow the road travel. Then you say we know what to do. 20. Thank God you say we know what to do. 20 to 27 before 12, Oga, you don't go. You and your Oga will go and we will investigate you. Mind you, after that, we'll investigate all the money you collected from Ministry of Works. Beware. Because I have the total, all the money given to you. So beware, you will visit EFCC after we come up 2027. By 12 o'clock, your Oga, you will follow him. Maybe you will vote you and Iboy and Lagos, but not for naught. We can't vote him. You can't force us. Who are you? Even to tell us whom to vote. Who are you? Who are you? You are challenging us all the northern. Who are you? What qualification do we have? I'm having a PhD. You can't compare with me. An engineer. You say you are engineer. Engineer to whom? You are engineer for Iboy. People are fighting between your border and Benue. What do you do to that solution? Do you go there and visit the place and you see it? Do you commission any road as a minister since you come? No. Then you expect us again saying what you are telling us what to do in Sokoto. We should vote. You are not. Your campaign is nonsense. We can't vote 2027. We are taking Tinubu out. We can't vote where a Christian can die for hungry. Once Allah come now, the same thing. Muslim will die for where they are collecting rice. We can't continue this hungry, Oga. Poor party is too much. That is just to show. It's a shame.
Trying to play their manipulative game. The whole thing is really funny to me. But ADC is not the main shatter. I also want you guys to watch this particular video of the APC to say that nobody will ever vote for Peter Obi. Peter Obi is bad because APC is the best. And I want you guys to watch this particular video. We'll be right back.
The alliance of Obi and Kongoso, I can tell you it is not different from what happened in 2023. There is nothing new about them. They have always failed and they will continue to fail. They don't mean well for Nigerians. I can tell you for free, how many parties have they changed in how many years? Why are they so desperate for power? What do they have to offer Nigerians? Ask them what they did to their respective states when they were governors. So they are coming together is an unholy alliance. They have nothing new to offer Nigeria, I can assure you. Ask them for their blueprint. What exactly do they have to offer us? They have nothing. It's just to cajole Nigerians to come and give them their votes. These are politicians and you can't trust their words. Words are deceptive. Do you understand that? But I can assure you all that Nigeria under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will become a safer place, a safer heaven. I can assure you that things will become greater and Nigeria will be great again. Thank you and God bless you all. Thank you.
Once you ask these people questions, they deviate, they start discussing something different about Peter Obi. Now, I also want you guys to watch this particular video.
I would say that President Tinubu will be one of the happiest and luckiest persons in this sort of direct primary because he doesn't have major contenders. Let's take a look at one of the major contending, primary elections that we've had in this Fourth Republic. You go back to 2003. January 2003, when then former President Olusegun Obasanjo, was seeking re-election. Then he had the likes of Alex Ekwueme, he had the likes of Alex Ekwueme, Barnabas Gemade, and then Abubakar Rimi challenging him. Of course, he would then go ahead to win that presidential primary with about 2,600 and something votes. Ekwueme got about 611 votes. And of course, Rimi got 100 and something votes. And Barnabas Gemade got 100 and something votes too. Now, these were formidable contenders, contending with the sitting president. I know how tough it was. I know how then President Olusegun Obasanjo had to seek the support of Atiku Abubakar, his vice president, before he could emerge. Can we liken it to the same scenario here? No. In 2011 too, when Goodluck Jonathan was the incumbent president and he was seeking re-election, he had a formidable challenger in Atiku Abubakar and Sarah Jibril. Can we say the same thing of Bola Tinubu here? I mean, it's not the same thing. So you will see that this has been the APC format that they've always had. And I'm asking Nigerians to be very, very careful because this is the same thing that APC did in 2019, where they came to tell us that, 2018, where they came to tell us that They came to tell us that Buhari won his presidential primary with about 14 million votes. And then in the 2019 election, he would then go ahead and win the election by 15 million votes. And then you will see what happened in 2023. So it's a tendency that's being repeated here so that whatever figure he gets from the election of party members, it will look similar to what's going to happen in the general election. But if we were to go by the voting figures that always come out from the APC, I would ask Nigerians to disregard them because this same APC told us in 2022 we have 41 million members. At the end of the day, President Tinubu just won with 8-point-something million in 2023 general election. So let's be circumspect about the figures that are coming out. APC is not a party to be trusted with figures that come out of their processes and procedures. But what's
the total registration of party members of the APC as we speak today? That's a question I asked at the start of the show. What's the total members registered now?
12 million.
Okay.
It has 12 million registered members at the moment. And Tinubu is being said to have got about 11 million. Where are those 11 million people coming from? Because a lot of these figures are being put out. You see the competition by governors. Look, I have a constituency.
We saw them
where the figures that were announced,
where
the figures that were announced at the presidential primary is more than that of the House of Representative primary. And you and I know that in local elections, there's more excitement than presidential primary. How come the presidential election primary outcome is more than that of the constituency or even senatorial? When these are people who are closer to the grassroots, you can see that the governors are trying to outdo each other to want to please the president. If the president wants to win 2027 general election, he should be cautious of these figures. And I know he's a strategist, and I know he knows the game, that these people are just trying to please him. He has to go to work because he has major contenders that are going to come from different parties, not within the APC this time around. And he should be...
Now you watch the video. You listen to what he said. Now I want you guys to watch this particular video. I want you guys to watch it.
Well, let me say that this morning I'm going to do a holistic political analysis using statistics to show that there is an encore, that is an arrival, some kind of political epiphany for the Nigerian political class, especially the voters, and indeed political participation, which has plummeted between 1999 and 2023. We are going to the next round of elections, and these figures have never, ever been so in party primaries. In any case, APC has introduced something very new and novel, which is membership registration and documentation, which INEC has picked up and insisted must now be domiciled with them in order to collaborate and confirm what has happened to each of the political parties. In the case of the Tinubu primaries and the participation of Stanley Osifo, it's very, very significant for Nigerians to note that the party had an option to do a direct primaries or a consensus. For a president who is sitting, who should have a first right of refusal, it should have been a mere consensus. But in order to allow this, APC has consistently shown it in 2015, in 2019, and in 2023. This direct primary option has always been playing out. And what has come out today is to demonstrate to Nigerians that indeed democracy has come to stay and that APC is showing the way. How are they showing the way? First, take the demographics. Southwest, Northeast, North Central, Southeast, South-South. What is the vote spread? And how do those figures relate to what is on the APC register? And how would that translate into the general elections? The general trend has been political apathy across board. Between 1999 and today, the numbers have been dropping in general elections. If in a primary, you are going to get 11 million votes, in the 2023 general elections, Tinubu to win didn't get 10 million. But today, his party alone is giving him that figure. What that means is that there is a wake-up call and there's no consciousness. What parties have never been doing is for parties to engage in political education. That aspect of the participation of voters and citizens in electoral matters have always been lacking. What parties always go for is vote for me, vote for me. To go and wake the party members up, to go and make citizens even who have no parties, because there are people without parties, to participate in election, either fear or apathy have kept them away. What this has shown for us is that with these figures, can they translate, and this is what we should wait for, can they translate into the main votes in the general elections? If they do not, we can sit back here and do the analysis and ask how we got 11 million votes in the primaries and couldn't get that figure in the main election. It is the duty of political parties to do that.
See, you cannot take it out of this APC government. They don't have anything to offer to Nigeria. You cannot take it out of ADC. They don't have anything to offer to Nigeria. You guys conducted the election. You see the way they were counting their numbers.
1,011, 1,012, 1,013, 1,014, 1,007,110.
Oh, they didn't say party said 7,000. It was right in that clip. From 1,000 to 7,000. I mean, Rufai.
7,115.
Oh, you got the number. 7,115. I mean, what is going on, Rufai? I mean, as we speak, the Deputy Speaker has not publicly commented on this clip, but he is the coalition officer for Abia State. He's responsible for the integrity of the entire primary. And he's standing right there while numbers are being skipped. Now, skipping numbers is illegal. It's fraud, like what the INEC chairman has said. We've seen videos like this from several states. The danger is normalization. When irregularities become routine and officials say nothing, elections lose credibility. Benjamin Kalu knows what credible elections look like. So, Rufai, why is he presiding over this?
Do you take what they are doing called election? Is this election?
What is it?
Seriously?
It is not election.
Wait, you see.
Like I said the other day, I thought it was a skit.
You know, it's a skit. The funny part for me is now, and I think I want to abuse that narrative here. Please, this is never going to be a pretext for what's going to happen in the next election. Because if they are now saying that if President Tinubu can get 11 million within his own party, that means he can't get anything less than that. That's a bad narrative. That's a pretext for rigging. Anybody that repeats that narrative is part of rigging in this country. That person should be dealt with. These are no elections. We're just checking the number of Ibai and I. Are you telling me 91% of registered member in that political... That's why I asked something like that question. If 11 million people voted for president, you're saying 91% turnout. Which election has 91% turnout? In a democracy where we have less than 20% turnout. So anybody that is repeating that narrative that it shows that President Tinubu is not going to get anything less than 1 million votes is part of those rigging in this country. And people like that should be condemned and be abused. Because this is a pretext for rigging in the next election. And INEC, Shan, you know INEC chairman, you have not still independently put yourself forward for independent auditors to forensically look at your own Twitter handle with that case. You know, we are still looking at that matter. These are the things we'll say after the election. Secondly, Oji.
But you cannot take it out of this country that Nigerians are so gullible and hungry. These are Nigerians. You will wonder, is it like these people are not in this country? They are not feeling the heat of this Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They are feeling it, but they don't just care. All they want is the brown envelope. You might think they collect it, they will not vote. They will still vote for that person. You keep on seeing Nigerians, anytime they have interviewed them, I say, why would you sell your vote? They say, I beg go, now this one will be my own, and now give me 5,000, I will vote for. They don't collect that rice and go home and rest. They collect the rice to ensure that they vote for that person that gives them rice. They felt like that is part of their national check. Anyway, what are your thoughts about this? What do you think about the man that bought the 100 million form from APC to contest against Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Do you really think that anybody can dare to contest against Bola Ahmed Tinubu under the same political party, APC? We love you, God love you more. If you love us, the only way you can show your support to us is to like this video, comment your thoughts about this video, above all subscribe. And that one just like, please subscribe. If you do, turn on your notification bell so that you wouldn't miss out our future uploads. If you also subscribe, please comment. I love to read you guys' comment. I love you guys. Until we meet again. Peace out.
A national chairman, your committee, the entire members of the electoral process committee, the steadfast support and sacrifices of Nigerians across the country. I salute all of you. From all walks of life, you've given me the encouragement. Sometimes it is difficult, and I share the pain with you. I know what it is to reform this economy that was in tatters. If you lost sleep, I lost some too. If you have lost weight, I think I've lost some too. But I've always remembered one thing, that year 2022, I asked for this job. And you all supported me, and I got it. So I must do it. Since that night, A lot has changed. The political landscape has evolved.